women will sit here and complain that the dating scene isn't going the way that they like, but they never acknowledge their role in it becoming the way that it is now. So today we got a couple clips that I want to react to. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it.
The dating scene as an Asian is cooked. Like, I swear every person I talk to have the same issues. The first being, obviously, always have commitment issues. I know a lot of people date to date, but in my head, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, why are you talking to someone if you don't have any interest of, like, actually being with them in the future? And I feel like that's why so many situationships happen. And I'm sorry, I'm just not understanding, like, we're only getting older, guys. Like, the second issue I always come across is that they're always somehow a little bit narcissistic. It's always about me, 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 me. Like, only think about themselves and, like, like, no, baby. Like being so self-centered sickens me. The third is that they're avoidant, okay? And all these issues start piling up. And you're left there like, what the freak am I doing wrong? Because you can't read their mind. Lastly, the biggest one of them all, lust over love. Why is it so common these days that these men just be thinking with their dick? Like, whatever happened to being a gentleman? Whatever happened to candlelit dinners? Whatever happened to talking until the sunrise comes up and you can see the stars and everything? Ah! Like, what happened to the cute little dates? Like, why is it always boba and back shots? I quit!
Let's talk about it. So this is hilarious to me because she's asking what happened to the chivalry, but what happened to women not being promiscuous? I'm genuinely asking this question. Do you guys not look at yourself and see how you guys' behavior caused the dating scene to be the way that it is now? Like, why can't you guys just hold each other accountable? See, but the thing is, men just don't want to play the game anymore. They don't want to be involved with it. And the interesting part is she mentioned how could you talk to somebody without having any intentions on committing to them in the future. She mentioned that. Now you finally get to see what guys have went through all this time. Let me ask you ladies this. How many friends or girlfriends that you know has a guy right now in their phone that they just used for food, that they just use for money, that they just use when the car breaks down? Women, you do it all the time. We've normalized it so much. I could guarantee 3 out of 5 women have a couple guys that they go to just for when they need something. And if you ask those same guys how do they feel about that woman, I guarantee that they're not just trying to be their friend. They're not just trying to help them out. We don't just do things just because. A guy isn't just doing it just to help you out. I mean, if a guy sees you at the airport just to help you out with your bags, yeah, he'll do that to help you out. We are kind-hearted. But if a guy is continuously showing up when you have problems, he's not just trying to be your friend. And she's pointing out something that men have always dealt with. We still deal with it now. But the smart men are choosing to avoid women. Honestly. Let's move on to the next one. I want to react to the next one.
I don't know why they say that dating is so fun, because I am so tired of opening myself up to somebody and letting them get to know me and getting to know them and opening myself up to the possibility that I might have found the one and going on these cute fun dates and thinking things are going so well and then having them wake up one day and decide that they don't want me anymore. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to say, okay, and go and do the whole process all over again with somebody new. And I get that's what dating is, but it is so exhausting and disappointing, and I hate it.
Well, this one's a little different because she's speaking out of fear, as almost like if she's dating someone, she's afraid that they're gonna wake up one day and just not want her anymore. I think men get this stigma that if they marry a woman, right, that they're going to magically just wake up one day and just find another woman, find another girl. Like, let me give you an example. Women choose or they file for divorce at a higher rate than men. But if you tell a woman that, what would they always respond with? Well, why do they file divorce? Why do they file divorce? They always say that because they try to make it seem or give men the stigma that women file divorce because men don't know how to treat their woman. Women file divorce because men wake up and find another woman. So men automatically, we can't escape. We can't win for losing. We can't escape the fact that we're gonna be already looked at as the one who is gonna leave the relationship or wake up one day and just magically be gone when it's actually women who file for divorce more. If anything, men will choose to stick with it more often if there's kids involved, if the woman's safetyhood or her well-being is at stake, right? Men will tend to stay in it for reasons other than their happiness. That's not the case with women, right? But then they like to point it all back to the men. I mean, I get it. We all know the dating scene is cooked, right? But it really is cooked. But can we please just have the conversation on why it is the way that it is? Nobody's perfect, right? Men are not perfect. I'm not gonna be the one to sit here to say men are perfect. A big thing that I want to push on this channel is to get men to become better leaders. Because when we lead, there will always be a woman who will follow. So if we're not leading correctly, look at how this stuff ends up. Look at how these women behave. But I think there's a shift in women's expectations. Before, it was always about guy had to be chivalrous. Guy had to show me what he could bring to the table for me. Now that guys are starting to wake up, now women just seem to be so inconvenienced. They're just so inconvenienced. But they never had a conversation about the part they played in the reason the dating scene is the way that it is now. But I digress, man. I'm going to continue to make this content for you guys. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I want to bring more awareness to the situation so that we can make our men smarter, better, and become better leaders. Thank you.